The road to MegaCon begins. Hey there, folks. I'm Ian Levinstein, and welcome to the Comic Timing MegaCon Spectacular. I am beginning this actually in the JFK terminal, as you can probably hear, considering I have the mic going both ways. But yeah, we are going to be recording all weekend long in Orlando, experiencing everything. Didn't even realize, but ESPN The Weekend is this weekend also. So we're gonna have a interesting experience in Orlando. I'll certainly say that. The new JetBlue terminal is gorgeous. If you ever have a chance to fly out of JFK, man, this is the way to go. I mean, this whole thing is brand spanking new, and yet they kept the old-fashioned feel of the old terminal that it used to be. I'm relaxing. I'm actually not that tired because I actually got a decent amount of sleep. And this weekend-long fun will begin shortly for you people, and will probably begin in a couple hours for me. Brent is going to be here all 4 days of the trip. In fact, as you probably heard already, considering hopefully if our Wi-Fi is working, I did indeed release the review corner that we recorded in the room. Brent and I recorded on Thursday, and we're going to record Friday, Saturday, Sunday from the con. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. We are proud members of the Comics Podcast Network over at comicspodcast.com. And Raph is not here, so the insanity will probably be down a little bit, but probably not that much in the long run. Listen in, and hey, enjoy the experience. As you can tell by the wind, we are back on the bridge to MegaCon, the bridge to eternity, as we put it last year. This time actually going to the right place with this bridge, if you can believe it. We hope. Right. So Brandon, what exciting things happened this morning?
Well, we traveled 1,125 miles from the north to go to Florida to escape Raph, and this morning, Ian gets a call from his girlfriend, Chris, and she says, Ian, check out Wired.com. And so we go to Wired.com, and who's on the front page? It's Raphael Michael Suhu.
Yes.
No! They took... it was a special on people who work in comic book shops. And they had a hot girl, too.
Well, there has to be at least one, right?
Yeah, there's the one hot girl, but they didn't put her on the front page, which would draw more. They put Raph on the front page.
Because Raph looks like a comic nerd more than she did.
Yes, that's actually very true. And, okay, are you as amused as I am that there was no reference to Geeks Unite at all, and they mispronounced, and everything, his character's name?
That's right, just fuck you, Juan and Danny.
Oh, it's so true. Yeah, I do a podcast. Wait, what's a podcast? Wait, you're Wired and you don't know what a podcast is? Yeah, right, sure. Next question. Yeah.
Yes or no, next question.
All right, so are you happy or sad that we're back in the old convention center this year, Brent?
We'll find out when we get there.
Wow.
It looks packed, though, from where we're at. It looks...
Parking lot.
Well,
That's the parking lot.
Well, still, the parking lot looks pretty full, though.
Yeah, in fact, actually, this year they're having the con outside. It's actually in the parking lot, so you see all those cars? Those are the vendors.
Oh, shit!
We're screwed!
Why are we wearing black?
Yeah, good idea. Really, really good idea to wear black in the, sun. Yeah, good call.
By the way, it's going to be 80 degrees today in Florida. New York is going to be like 50-something. Philly's going to be like 65 around there. I'm not seeing the downside here. How about you guys?
I'm not really seeing the downside. I was able to swim this morning and it wasn't actually cold out.
Yeah, I'll swim later.
Yeah. Really?
Probably.
Really?
With the orgy like last year.
Woohoo! Hey. Last year's orgy, we were not a part of it. It was a good view, though.
Yeah, our hotel has no view, though, this year.
Well, this year we get to see all the people coming out of the parking lot, which,
Speaking of parking lots?
Yeah, speaking of parking lots, so as we're leaving to go to walk to the con today,
yeah,
we had a little bet going on. And yeah, at breakfast, we were eating breakfast, and we started taking bets saying, I think Ian said it'd be no more than 3 minutes before we see someone dressed as a character from Naruto. And I said, 10. And Brent said, no, but before we leave the hotel, we'll see someone dressed up as Naruto.
No, actually, I didn't say anything, but I just said that as we left, so you're going to buy me lunch.
I'm buying you a trade, fucker, that's it.
Lunch?
Trade?
I'd rather eat today.
Yeah, tough shit.
Well, fuck that. You're eating a trade.
No.
High in fiber, baby. High in fiber.
And if you want fiber, check out the Golden Corral.
Go early, stay late. Be glad you did. Which you're not going to at all.
Yes, we are avoiding it like the plague.
Like a Fridays.
Yeah. So we're going to Fridays tonight, right?
As long as they specify which one.
Yeah, right, sure. No. Fuck that. We're not going to Fridays. We're going to a good restaurant like we did last night.
Ooh, last night was good.
Ooh, that was good
God,
stuff. That was good stuff. You had grits.
I had shrimp and grits, baby. Shrimp and grits.
I had the barbecue sampler. There was much barbecue, and I sampled it. Enough said. All right, yeah, so.
And Brent had, what'd you have for her dinner last night?
Pulled pork.
No. Not just pork. He had a mountain of pork.
Yeah. Brent loves pulling his pork.
That's what she said.
No, I'm not going to say anything to that.
You know, by not saying something, I believe you just confirmed it.
Oh, yes. Oh, what's the line from the Boondocks? The evidence of absence, not the absence of evidence?
No one can understand you because you talk too damn fast.
Yeah,
Turn your volume up.
Boof.
Damn it, we lost him. Welcome to episode 86 of Comic Timing, comics podcast voted to the average comic book fan from the average comic book fan. Joining in is Brent Cassina and, for once, Brandon Christopher, and a rotating panel of guests, which isn't really rotating right now. Discuss whatever comes to mind, time after time, Comic Timing. We are live here from MegaCon, going over the first 2 days, and possibly after that, considering I'm not sure if I'm going to be editing this tonight. But you're listening to it, and aren't you special for that? Here now, Comic Timing. Hey there, folks. My name's Ian Levinstein, and welcome to episode 86 of Comic Timing. We are live here from MegaCon. See how live we are? We're live. Just like one of our guests asked for a standing ovation, right? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Wait, who was that?
We'll talk about it.
All right, yeah.
Mr. Brandon Christopher, hi.
Hello, we're almost live, I guess. As live as you can be, right?
Yeah. The co-host, not co-host, co-host who's slightly sick, Brent Casino.
I'm kind of dead.
Yeah.
So if I'm not as swanky or twangy or snarky this episode, it's because I've been sneezing all fucking con. Sucks.
It's just more like when you fall asleep in the middle of a cast and then try to be awake afterwards, and then you're just sort of like, whatever. It's good times. It's good times.
You know, it's like you've been in the hospital like a long, long time. You've been in traction for like months on end. That's how Brent is right now.
And before we get started here, Comic Timing is sponsored by Heroes Corner over at heroescorner.com. This month, we got the Sean Pryor love being spread all over the place as PKD Media presents #1 is the huge special out of Heroes Corner. You're only going to be paying $7.25 for a large amount of story, 104 pages of story to be exact, as you've got multiple PKD Media stories in one volume. Should be a lot of fun. Sean Pryor, as you know from the Mercury and the Mer collection, is very, very good at the writing, and the art is pretty, so go ahead and pick it up for $7.25. Plus, you're getting 4 free print sketches from Brent Schoonover as part of the deal. You're getting the free PKD Media audio soundtrack, and best of all, if you pick it up, you're going to get a coupon for 1 free comic on Heroes Corner for the next month or any time after that. I believe that you got about a 3-month window after that, so it should be pretty neat. So make sure to do that. And the Comic Timing picks this month for the Review Corner are as follows. Batman in Barcelona, Dragon's Night #1. It's Mark Waid taking a stab at the Batman universe, and that's only $2, 50% off on Heroes Corner. The art on that one is by Diego Olmos, so that's interesting. You got a cover by Jim Lee, so it should be pretty fun. Spider-Man: The Short Halloween would be the Marvel pick, and that's by Bill Hader and Seth Meyers with art by Kevin Maguire, and obviously you're familiar with him from JOI and so on and so forth. Also 50% off, only $2, regular price of $3.99. And Killapalooza #1 would be the indie pick this month. Adam Beechin is the writer with art by Trevor Hairsine. And this one is actually technically out of Vertigo, but whatever. We've been a little lax on that. It's either Vertigo or Wildstorm, one or the other, but, it's still technically independent in our minds. And that's 75% off on Heroes Corner, only 75 cents for Killapalooza #1. So should be good times for all this month at Heroes Corner. Make sure to use the promo code CTROCKS, CTROCKS, to get an additional 5% off on your first order with Heroes Corner. And don't forget, best customer service around, heroescorner.com. All right. Well, this time around, as opposed to last year, all three of us can talk about our expectations of the first 2 days because Brent was here for that.
Shh, don't tell parents.
Shh. But we'll start off with Brent. Actually, we're back to the original place the convention was held
2 years ago.
2 years ago. Yeah. You like this better, or you like the old one better?
I'd say it's about the same. I mean, to me, the space was laid out a little bit differently. It didn't feel that much bigger or smaller just because the layout changed. So I'd say about the same.
Well, this time the aisles went across as opposed to up and down, which I guess was a little bit of a change because it was jarring for me because when I walked in for the first time on Friday.
No, it's always been you walk in and then you can go into the $500, $600, $700. It's always been like that.
Okay.
It's just
Except
this
for
time
last year?
those aisles were... No.
Yeah, no, because last year they went the long way.
No.
No?
No.
I'm just... Really? Oh, okay.
You're just confused because of the orientation.
Okay.
Like this year, and last year, you walked into the thing, and you had the aisle banners hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah.
Visible from the entrance. Just last time, the aisles were longer.
Okay.
Because they had more space that way.
Right.
This time, it was a little bit wider. Because of more space away. Okay, so imagine this. You know how Artist Alley was all on the side? And didn't have any aisles or something that way?
Yeah.
If you took that and rotated it around to the back, that's pretty much what you had last year.
I gotcha. Okay.
So it's always, MegaCon's always been like that you can walk in, look at what aisle you want to go to, if you picked out a booth you want to see, and then you can go from there.
I liked Artist Alley a lot better this year. I think it was a lot easier to navigate, and I think the natural inclination is to walk in the direction of Artist Alley. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Artist Alley guys actually managed to get a little better business this year than they did last year because you're going to naturally walk that way.
To be frank, I didn't walk in Artist Alley at all last year.
Yeah.
I think that one time I walked in, it was to when you guys said, you have to come meet Sean and Travis. They're awesome.
Yeah, and then you realized that they weren't all cracked
And I
up
was
to
like,
be.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay, whatever. Yeah.
Sure, Raph.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, we did. I forget. Did we talk about in the last episode what we
think you
found
did,
out?
yes.
We did. Okay, fine. All right, whatever. All right, Brandon, your turn to talk. MegaCon, this year compared to last year, what do you think?
This year, I like the layout this year. I think we talked about this before during the day. I think we talked about this before earlier in the day. How
we did.
is that, Ian?
That's much better, Brandon. Thank you.
I will talk with this all episode long now.
Yeah, don't do it so slow though, because you're freaking me the fuck out.
Why?
Because you always talk fast, and right now it's sort of like you're gonna rape me.
Come here, Ian. I've got candy.
No, scary black man. No.
Wait, we're black, so we're all scary too, I guess, then, right?
I'm Jewish.
Thank you, white bread.
Anyway.
All right. I like this layout compared to last year. I'm not sure if it's the economy or it's the actual con itself, but it seemed on the busiest day of the year, Saturday, a lot easier to navigate the actual aisles itself.
Yeah.
Which I liked a lot. I'm not a big person who likes being behind people who rubberneck the whole entire aisle. So people who walk down and stop. I like I want to be able to get to point A to point B as fast as possible.
Yeah.
And with this year, it seemed that the aisles were wide enough. I can navigate through the rubberneckers, through the cosplayers, through the picture takers to get to where I wanted to go.
And it definitely felt like Friday was certainly less people showing up than last year's Friday.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Friday was empty, but I don't know what you're talking about walking through the aisles today. Today was atrocious.
I would agree. Yeah, actually, I'm more in Brent's camp with
my
that,
my last count was New York Comic Con, and that was horrible.
Yeah, I was at New York Comic Con too, and actually, compared to the year before's New York Comic Con, this New York Comic Con was not that bad.
Yeah,
when it
comes to aisles, man.
My last con before that was, I think, Wizard World Philly, which is kind of dying off now.
Yeah,
but I mean,
like all Wizard Worlds.
I hate to say it, yeah, unfortunately, but I went from Wizard World Philly, which went from a larger venue on the east side of the convention center in Philadelphia to the west side, and that's a smaller venue.
Okay.
And this year, they went right to New York Comic Con. New York Comic Con was like apples and oranges compared to Wizard World Philly. This year, going back to a smaller con, I think it was a little bit easier for me. I could, even though we were together sometimes, I could go right behind Brent and just fall right behind him. Last year, I couldn't do that behind
you. You love following Brent from behind, don't you?
You're an asshole. Well, the thing is, I don't go to cons to go by myself. I go to cons to go with my friends.
I felt bad because I was going places where I wanted to go, and you were just following me. I was like, Brandon, do you want to take off and do what you want to do, or you want to lead?
when I take off and do what I want to do, I just wander. So I'm not I'll buy stuff, but every once in a while, but I'm just a wanderer. I like just walking the aisles, talking to people. I like light handing. Like today, I went to talk to George Lowe from Space Ghost, and didn't buy anything, unfortunately. But I talked to him for a little bit. And said, his one song, "I Like Bananas Because They Have No Bones." I actually got the joke of that because he sang it though. And I got to talk to.
Nobody knows the words to the song Bonanza.
No, I like bananas.
Oh,
Bonanza.
okay, all right. Sorry.
I like bananas.
All right, yeah, I like bananas.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
There's an actual joke about that because, well, it's a dirty joke behind the whole entire song. But I actually got that because I work at Toys R Us and we used to play that song all the time.
Gotcha.
So I told him that. I like going around to con and glad handing people, talking to people in Artist Alley. It's really, really, if you go to Artist Alley, it's a lot of fun. You meet people who you would never think you would meet. I shake babies and kiss hands. I shake babies and kiss hands.
For those of you who couldn't hear what Brent just said, he said glad handling. What are you running for mayor? Yeah.
I am Oliver Queen. I'm running for mayor yet again. This time, though, I should remember it.
Oliver, what happened to your face?
Heterosexual marriages?
Hell yes. Hell yes. Hell yes. I will have Judd Wayne as my running mate, and I will be fantastic.
Everybody must be gay. That's the way it works, man. Everybody must be gay.
Yes.
All right. Well, okay. Well, let me ask Brent this part. Do you think Friday being a little less might have something to do with the fact that it didn't fall on a lot of people's spring break this year like it did last year?
Last year's UF spring break, I don't know if it was anybody else's spring break. Because I know Orange County, the county that the con's in, this week is not spring break.
Okay.
It's not for me. I don't know when this is, but...
Isn't this a little earlier than last year's was, though?
I don't know. I think being less credit on a Friday led to me buying more shit yesterday. Because I looked at my wallet yesterday at the end, and I was like, crap, where'd my money go? I took out a whole lot of cash, and then it was gone. And then I remembered all the shit I bought, and I was like, crap, I'm going to be bored today.
What'd you wind up getting?
I bought like 28 issues of Azrael.
Damn.
Yeah, I know.
Dollar bin, I hope?
Yes, dollar bin, but they're $1 each, but if you bought 20, it was $15. So I just went there and I had like 26, so I was thinking like, $22, whatever, not bad.
Right.
And then he just goes $15. Because
awesome.
He knows nobody's going to come.
Yeah, come on. Yeah.
So I bought that. Went and saw the CGS guys a couple times yesterday and today. Yesterday got
hold the mic at your
free.
mouth.
Okay, Dad. Jeez.
Come on, man.
Up my ass all weekend.
Yeah. Jeez. Great. I've been up your ass all weekend. He's been up your ass all weekend. You must be constipated.
Both of you. No wonder why I'm staying home tomorrow. All right.
Anyway.
So, went and saw the CGS guys. Avery Butterworth was at their booth all weekend. I got a free Batman sketch from him on a backing board because he didn't have sketch cards. And then I kind of coerced myself into getting an actual Azrael commission from him.
Okay.
$25 one. And that turned out to be really, really worth it. At first, I was like, did I want to spend $25? Because I came into this thing going, I'm not going to spend any money on art because I didn't have that much money to spend. And art's typically the more expensive things at these cons, But it turned out being worth it, so I gave him a high five when I saw it. I pulled it out of the manila envelope, he gave it to me, and I was like, Brandon was there, and I was like, high five, that's awesome.
Awesome.
High five. And it turned out to be a great piece. So that'll be up on the boards. It'll be on the CGS boards. It'll be on the Comic Timing forums, Sketch Gallery, the whole jizz.
Zivoix, yes. You pick up any trades or anything?
I did. They had a trade thing which Brandon and I frequented yesterday, and it was like a problem, right? It was pretty cheap trades. I mean, they had some for a lot of them for like $5 trades and stuff. Half off the rest. I found one for like $3. I got Starling Stories banner, which is
great story.
Ennis and Richard Corbin, I think, talking about Banner wants to die and he's trying to commit suicide in the Hulk and stuff. I think it was like 4 or 5 issues, a couple years old, early 2000s. I read it online when Marvel still had free digital comics online.
Once upon a time.
Right.
Yeah.
And loved it. And then I saw it here. That was $3. I was like, done. Done deal.
Yeah, please, come
on.
on.
I haven't read this in years. Grabbed that. I also grabbed John's Avengers run, World Trust. Kieran Dwyer's on that, and Rick Remender's in the inker. And Gary Frank is in like the last 2 issues. And what else did
It's so weird seeing Jeff Johns write for Marvel.
I liked it back in early 2000s,
Something like
right
that.
before
Yeah,
he went on Star Trek.
right before he went exclusive.
Yeah.
In fact, actually, he left Avengers because he signed the exclusive contract.
Yeah, because I think it was Busiek writing Avengers, then right to Jeff Johns.
Actually, it was Jeff Johns, and then Austin came on, and then Disassemble happened. Yeah.
Turn your phone off.
No. Excuse me, not Austin. Yeah, Chuck Austin.
Yeah, and then the last thing I grabbed last trade was JLA American Dreams, Grant Morrison, Howard Porter.
Hell
It
yeah.
was like $4. I was like, okay.
That's near the beginning of the run, if I remember correctly.
I don't know. It's got Blue Superman, so I think yes.
Yeah. All right. So sometime in the middle of that. Yeah, definitely.
And I found. I saw Andrew Charpar and Wayne Cordova, so I grabbed another Mimes thing because I wanted Wayne to sign one or something like that. So now I have 2 Mimes copies.
Didn't he give you a crappy writer sketch?
He did. I got a crappy writer sketch of Guy Gardner.
Sweet.
And then he did a lousy writer sketch in the back of Mimes where it has a sketch box. Actually, no, they're funny as hell. They're not lousy. He just calls them lousy writer sketches. And then Andrew Charpar had a box of 25-cent comics next to him that he's just trying to get rid of.
Yeah.
So I found Avengers Forever, everything but 2 and 10. And over the course of the con, I found those. So that was pretty good.
Avengers Forever, you're gonna love it, man. It's great.
Busiek and Pacheco.
Yeah. Good times.
And then I also found Green Lantern 144, 145, like those issues where Kyle becomes Ion.
Mm-hmm.
I've been searching for those for years, and they're either like they wanted like $8 for them or something.
Yeah,
like
near
that.
the end of Winnick's run. Yeah.
No, not the end.
Yeah.
No, Winnick goes on when that gay kid gets beat up and shit.
Okay. I don't know. For some reason, I was thinking that happened before that. Okay. All right. My mistake.
Goes in past the Ion into when he had Jim Lee costume.
Yeah. I love the whole Ion saga too, because I mean that was great when like Kyle had almost too much power for his own good.
All right, I want to say though, Wayne may call them lousy or crappy sketches, but Wayne actually can draw halfway decent for a writer. Yeah, they're funny. Like today we saw the Invisible Woman sketch, which I thought was by far the best one. I was talking to Ian about it, and Ian thought it was just a white piece of paper.
Yeah.
It really wasn't. If you hold it up, it's done in white crayon. It actually is the Invisible Woman.
That's really cool. Yeah, and the Atom one was great.
Yeah,
You know, where he draws like this small little speck of an atom.
Yeah.
Like right in the middle of the like puts an arrow like the atom, and that's the way it goes.
The thing is, he also draws the Mimes characters really, really well too.
Yeah. Well, obviously, because I mean they're his.
Yeah.
Yeah. So of course he knows them. And excuse me. Also, Harold Jennett.
Harold Jennett.
Yes, who's not here but was here in spirit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you had.
Galactus life size. Yes.
Yes.
Life
yes.
size Galactus.
And
Andrew Charpar added it on later. It was like Galactus life size, and it was just some big purple stripe. And then I came back and Andrew Charpar said, "Did you see what I added to it?" And it said pubic hair. It's like, you went there.
Ew.
And that's Galactus pubic hair right there. Oh yeah.
That's about the size of Saturn right there.
And Brandon, you had a major score this weekend.
I wouldn't say a major score, but I found a couple good finds.
All right, no, that was a major score. The fact that you spent as little as you did on this stuff,
Yeah.
makes it great.
All right, so on yesterday or Friday, Brent and I went to the half off place, and I bought 3 right off the bat. I bought the Halo graphic novel. It was the one done by Marvel, The Queen and Country by Greg Rucka, half off, and then Brent and I found this little place. They were having issues for like $1 each, I think, and then $3 books for I think the best of Spider-Man Volume 3, and then the best Electro Wolverine: The Redeemer, the one by Greg Rucka, which is a prose piece done with Japanese art. It's fantastic.
Oh, cool! Wow,
Yeah,
I honestly didn't even know he did that.
Yeah, it was. If you've seen, I believe, the Elektra DVD, it's on one of the special features there.
Okay.
It's talking about the different artists of Elektra, and this one, it's. If you look at the artwork, it looks like a Japanese painting. It looks like it's done in feudal Japan style.
And that's Yoshitaka Amano.
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, this is very interesting podcasting. I'm sure me flipping through pages, but it's very pretty. I like it a lot.
It's watercolored art, I believe. And I remember the actual thing. And they actually had Greg Rucka write the story beforehand. And they actually, Amano-san actually do the actual artwork later on.
So basically, he wrote it all first, and then the art was done.
Yeah.
As opposed to the usual process of, it's done mostly at the same time whenever the scripts come in.
Exactly.
Do it that way.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's all the JRJR stuff. This is the JRJR stuff done from 2003, I think, right?
Before that, actually.
Before that? So it's like...
Well, remember, JMS wrote the 2001, 9/11 story.
Right, okay, yeah.
So, I mean, he was on it for a while.
But no, I think this takes place actually after the other, though.
Okay.
Because
No.
Before?
Before.
So
It's before the other.
So it's actually right before the other then?
Not right before, probably before.
Right,
Yeah,
okay.
after the other, I went to Civil War. So, I mean,
Well, 'cause
this is definitely early stuff.
No, because I see Ezekiel here also.
Okay, yes, take a look at the copyright for the actual,
Let's see.
and you'll be able to find out.
It was copyrighted in 2003.
Okay, and what's the actual copyright listed? Because it's usually 2 copyrights, one for the issues and one for the collection.
Well, that stuff's got the 46 or whatever, and it's got the 500 birthday issue when they switch the numbering over.
So it's like midway through his run then.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So, yeah, 2003.
Right. All right. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember he wrote the. He was post relaunch with the Burn.
Mhm.
He was actually the first writer actually on the arc after Burn.
No, he wasn't.
There was.
No, he wasn't.
Who
There
was?
were. You're forgetting the whole death of Mary Jane shit that went on before. I mean, before JMS.
I blocked that out.
That happened. Mary Jane came back for a while, then eventually she left. Yeah.
Oh, was that? Yeah, that's right.
When she left for a while because she was, traumatized and all that.
I thought that was when they got divorced or were separated. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all in there. She comes back in that issue. I was flipping through it this morning. I don't think that's that one. I think this is a little bit before that. Because I flipped through it and I saw the Cap thing, and I have that trade. But I didn't see Lobster Man, but I maybe flipped past it. I don't know.
Yeah. But plus also the fact that Invincible Iron Man, that's new, man. And you were able to get that for pretty cheap.
Yeah, I got Invincible Iron Man and also Daredevil, the Man Without Fear. Fucker. Half off.
Yeah. But you know what? Yours looks a lot better than mine. So there is no fucker involved here. I think you got the better deal.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I got those 2 for $25 altogether.
Amazing.
I was trying to find the Green Lantern Sinestro hardcovers so I could get that free Ethan Van Sciver sketch I've been wanting, but
Couldn't find it?
no, I found them. At the end of yesterday, after I looked at my wallet and went, fuck, I have no more money, or
boy.
I'm running out of money. I still have money in it, but
Was it? And did you find it? What, like the one that was only like 10%?
well,
I
found one that was like I found one of them at a 10% off Trades booth, and that was kind of like, I don't know. And then
10%'s like nothing.
yeah, well, yeah, it's $25 regular price, and then I found Volume 1, Volume 2, and the Fables 1001 Nights hardcover at one where it was buy 3 get 25% off. So I did that. That would have been like $45 for all that, and I was like, nah, I really just want one right now. I like them both. If I'm gonna get one, I'm probably gonna get the second one, but it's just a money thing.
Let me bring something up here compared to last year's MegaCon when it comes to the deals and the savings that you found at the booths. It felt like that there were a lot less dollar bins this year and a lot less...
I'd have to call your bluff on that because
Really?
I found a lot of dollar bins.
Really?
A lot of them.
No, I found a lot of dollar bins, but I found also a lot of half-off bins also, which I'm not a really big fan of, because then they mark the issues up.
Okay.
And then they mark them half off.
But what about the fact that, and again, I'm pretty certain that this was the case, one of the ones that was half off yesterday was 25% off today.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the same booth that I found my Young Justice issues...
Well, the one you and I went to yesterday.
Yeah, the one that we went to yesterday, the sign said 25% off today.
All right. Now, here's my thing, though. I went there yesterday with Ian, and I found issue number 2 of Young Justice.
Yeah, issue 2, yeah.
$6.
I know.
Naturally.
I got it for $1.
You got it for $1.
Yeah.
But issue 7, another popular issue also within the first issue of the original series.
Was, what, $3 you said?
$3,
Yeah,
yeah.
$3, yeah.
I don't get that at all.
Well, that's obviously marking it up for the hell of it.
No,
you know?
it's not. I mean, I get that issue number 2 is rare, I know that.
It's not that rare, though. I've seen it in bins before. I had honestly just never started picking up Young Justice until now for some reason.
I know, I've been looking for Young Justice for years, and issue number 2 was the one I could never find.
Huh, that's odd.
Yeah, but I mean,
you know where I got number 1 last year.
No, where'd you want that?
I got that at Sean Pryor's PKD Media booth at Super Show.
Really?
Yeah, he was selling it for 25 cents. I got number 1, Young Justice number 1 in his, basically his fire sale of like his parents' comics and his for 25 cents.
I paid $5 in 2002. You're an asshole.
Victory is mine, sucker. I could have bought it for $1, but I decided not to. They were selling it for $1 today.
There was a lot. I saw a $1 bin or something. It had a lot of recent stuff. Like you could have put together the whole run of Green Arrow. From
I saw that
later.
Yeah.
Through it almost made me go, you know what? I can stop buying online and just wait once a year,
Yeah.
and pick up whatever the hell I want and just save all that money or whatever.
But weren't there less like
or buy trades at half off?
Well, that's the thing, though. Weren't there less 50% off trade booths this year, definitely?
It seemed like the trade deals were a bit less, but there were still just as many dollar bins, I thought.
All right, okay.
And I didn't really see any 50-cent bins.
No comics for the pound this year, though.
No comics for the pound yet. I mean, we don't have tomorrow.
That's true.
Tomorrow, there may be some more 50-cent bins. But today, I think, was just about $1.
Yeah.
Then there are all the things which piss me off the most are the opportunists. The one booth we passed, I believe yesterday with the Watchmen trades.
Yeah.
Which was, 25% off?
They were selling 25% off Watchmen trades, yes.
Yeah, and then I'm like, no, that's not a real good deal for Watchmen trade.
$15 is normally $20. I mean, that's 25% off. Yeah, but
when you buy books for half off, I mean, honestly, that's opportunism right there. Really.
Yeah, but Watchmen is an evergreen. It's never going to be in a 50% off trade thing because people are going to buy it for that $20 because it's a well revered book. They're always going to keep ordering it and ordering
I've
it and ordering
seen
it.
older editions of Watchmen in 50% off bins before.
Or my thing is though the issue number 1, which they get for free at NYCC.
Yes.
Which was being charged for full price at a store today.
Well, that's Coliseum Comics. That's the local chain. And the thing I don't get about their booth is that everything in their booth is full price. They're just like, okay, let's bring shit from our store and sell it for the same price. It's like,
which is fine because, like, for instance, I was looking for Angel After the Fall number 16 for Chris, and I was able to get it there because I just had it on their shelf. I don't care paying full price for that. I got pissed off that the only place I could find Invincible Iron Man number 10 was at one of the booths, like near the end, which was selling it for $3.50 because it was in a bag and board. I hate places that charge like an extra 40 cents for a book just because they're fucking bagged and boarded. I mean, that's ridiculous.
I don't know. It could have been a markup too. I know that I think Coliseum Comics, when they take stuff off the shelf, it goes up another 50 cents.
Yeah. Well, that's what Midtown Comics
so they can
does
turn a
also.
profit on
yeah.
it.
I mean, that's what Raph's, lovely Midtown Comics does for all their back issues too. So.
You,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's all he was going to say. Yeah, but there's something about this year. Maybe it's just the fact that I was such in love with the con last year that maybe just this year just can't measure up. I don't know.
The honeymoon is over.
Well, that's not even. I mean, I'm having fun and everything. It felt like, and I'm even talking about the panels. Like it felt like that there were less panels that I wanted to go to this year than there were last year.
I think that's the factor with there's only either DC or Marvel at this con.
Right.
From the looks of it.
But there was a DC Nation last year with Ian Sattler. Yeah, Ian Sattler, Associate Editor-in-Chief.
No, not Associate Editor-in-Chief. He is just the coordinating editor.
Oh, wait, coordinating editor, but then again, he's at WonderCon running the DC Nation where they're announcing things.
Yeah, I know. My thing is, though, I think a lot of times they really should have followed Dan this year, I think, for this one, because you want to follow your Editor-in-Chief.
Yeah.
I know WonderCon's a great location. It's San Fran. Beautiful area.
Yeah, but so's here.
Yes, I know, exactly. But I think by not coming here, it kind of does the fans kind of a disservice. Yeah. WonderCon's a bigger name con. Mm-hmm. MegaCon's been around for 15 years. How long has WonderCon been around?
At 10, I think.
10, years?
10 years, yeah.
But this is a more personal con, I think.
It is. And I mean, Beth runs an amazing con. Yeah, and again, it sounds like I'm being down on the thing. I mean, I am having a wonderful time here. I guess I'm just also airing my grievances, so I guess, yeah.
Well, I think part of it is that WonderCon is in San Francisco, so you can get the whole California crowd. Mm-hmm. You can get the Nevada crowd, the New Mexico crowd. People can come in from all over the 4 states, and it's a little bit harder to get down to Orlando from Kentucky.
Yeah,
or
unless you
something
live on
like
the
that.
East Coast, you're going to pay an arm and a leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lesser San Diego. I mean, honestly, I would call New York a small San Diego. It's San Diego 5.
It's not even small San Diego anymore. It's basically like San Diego East Coast.
It's San Diego 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Let's call it that.
And it's getting pretty damn close to actual San Diego level.
I know.
Yeah.
But WonderCon is let's be honest, it's lesser San Diego for the most part.
No, it's not. No, you can't even compare it to San Diego. It's just one of the smaller cons.
I don't mean that. It's via location. That's all it is, really.
No, but that's the and. I'm sorry, I'm calling you out on this just because I hate it when people compare everything to San Diego. Because San Diego is its own entity.
Yeah, now it is, yeah. I'll agree.
And it has been for the last 5 years or so.
Yeah.
And that's why when people say, oh, well, this isn't San Diego, I'm like, of course it's not. It's a comic convention.
Yeah. San Diego is a... Let's just call what San Diego is. It's a media convention.
Yes.
Really is.
Yeah.
It's not just...
New York's getting there, too. I
Yeah.
mean, New York is diversifying itself. Here, it's an anime convention and a comic convention combined into one. You're going to find as many anime fans as you are comic fans, maybe even more anime fans than comic fans. But it still balances programming for anime and programming for comics.
Yeah, and it does it marginally well also. I mean, that's what... The thing I have to give to Miss Wadira, Beth, who runs the con.
Yeah.
Because when I called to get my tickets, they were having problems with their servers. The problem was if you're using Firefox to order your tickets, it won't go through. So I called Beth and was like, okay, I'm having a problem with my tickets.
And she handled it personally.
She handled it personally.
Yeah.
That's you don't get that very often from many cons.
Right. And that's, I mean, same thing when we call for our press tickets. And again, I'm not rubbing it in your face that we got them. I'm just saying that
exactly.
that when we call for the press tickets, personal response.
Exactly.
And we immediately got an email right afterwards saying it'll be there waiting for us and everything.
Yeah.
For New York, it could take a couple of weeks because they've just got more stuff to handle.
Yeah.
Here, it's a much more personal touch. That's why people like Mark Waid come to this con.
Yeah, and the same thing for Jimmy Palmiotti.
Yeah, Jimmy Palmiotti. Well, not only is he local, but
that's his backyard. But he said on ZJS before, if Beth asks him to come to the con, he'll do it.
Of course, yeah.
I mean, and same thing from Mark Waid. I mean, honestly, this is a con for the fans,
right?
Honestly, by the fans.
And I mean,
it's not been like that.
When you have someone like Barbara Kessel helping out as well. I mean, Barbara Kessel is one of the main people in charge here. I mean, she assists with almost everything. I mean, she helped out with panels last year, and I mean, I know she does it here as well. You had genuinely nice people running this con, and that's why you're going to have a genuinely nice atmosphere.
Barbara Kessel was doing portfolio reviews over in Artist Alley.
Oh, wow.
Between some certain hours, I passed by the booth, and it said Barbara Kessel portfolio reviews start at such and such a time. So
and she's been a writer and an editor, so obviously she does have the opportunity to do that. Yeah.
Well, how often do you go to a con? I think this is one of the strengths of MegaCon, where you have such a diverse number of stars.
Yeah.
And I think this year is the first year where I've actually seen the con handled it properly. You and I went there before today, and I think I dragged Brendan along also today. It's you go past a con where they have a lot of stars, and they're installed mostly.
Not just TV stars here too. I mean, you had writers, you had creators, and all that.
They're installed, or they're just in certain areas of the whole
hidden away from everybody. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This year, when they had the TV stars, they had put them in They put them actually in an area, closed off for line's sake only.
They did the same thing last year, also.
No, not so much. I mean, when you
pretty similar. Yeah.
I think this year they put up, because the way they rotated the con, 90-degree angle, it made a lot more sense. Because when you had them in the back, it was almost like a petting zoo. Now this year you can walk through the area, you could talk, you can actually talk with them. Their tables are laid out a little bit better.
Yeah.
And then also this year, what I like about MegaCon is they actually have the artists in the front who were supported by Hero. A lot of them are supported by the Hero Initiative.
Yeah, that I'll definitely say was a major improvement, having the artists, basically not even the artists, but the major creators in their own separate area where you know that you can get to them and they're not really
it's always been like that, where you would walk in and you'd pass a couple booths and then you would see in a certain section the comic creators, McNiven, Ethan Van Sciver, or whatever, Jimmy Palmiotti, they'd have their own table or whatever. And so they'd all be in the same area. So if you want to get a comic signed, you knew where they're at.
Yeah.
But as far as you're saying with the stars, though, you're thinking they did it differently this year because it was a 90-degree angle. But last year, what the deal was is they had more bigger name stars. They had the stalls. Like, Tricia Helfer had a stall. It just wasn't up against the wall. So it felt more open. Last year, they had this, and 2 years ago as well, they had the stalls, and then they still had that walk-around area for the BSG guys, who aren't Tricia Helfer
Yeah.
or whatever, Phil Morris and the
From the previous Battlestar and stuff like
whatever.
that,
Margot Kidder actually didn't get her own stall.
Mhm.
So years ago, she had her own stall and a whole line, and she was not busy
Yeah.
at all because she's looking rougher every year.
She actually okay, no. Let
But
me
we love her in Mullen Grace, though.
But let me actually rephrase that though. She actually looked pretty good this year. I mean, in comparison, it looks like that she has actually cleaned herself up a little bit, which is good. So yeah, but continue to what you were saying.
Well, she
Brett.
doesn't look anything like she did in the
Well,
movie.
of course not. My God, man. Yes, I do believe it's called age. It happens, dude.
30 years ago, Brent. Jeez.
Yeah.
All right, well, she doesn't retain
Okay.
her youth, I guess.
Well, let's talk a little bit about the panels that we were at, or at least what you guys were at, and I was at one of them. DC Nation on Friday, where we made enemies of Jimmy Palmiotti and Danny Dio. It was fun. It was good times at one time.
That was a lot of fun. I like that a whole lot better because the room was empty,
Yeah.
basically, pretty much.
'Cause
There's about 20 people in seats for 80.
Yeah, well, the con had just opened up.
That too. It started at 1.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of
Officially at 1 because people, if you pre-ordered, you could be in at noon, but a lot of people were just
right.
walking
But I mean,
before.
you're not going to go in at noon or 1 and go, let's go to a panel.
Yeah.
No, you're going to walk around and stuff. I mean, I understand why it was empty.
And Danny Dio was probably at his funniest right there because when Dan's on a stage with Jimmy, like they're just going back and forth.
Well, the thing is, for those who don't know, Dan and Jimmy are actually best of friends. They've known each
Yeah.
other for years.
Mhm.
They used to go to the same comic book store together, and
They worked on Superboy together.
Superboy together. But for those who don't know, apparently, from way back when Jimmy was getting comp boxes from DC, and before Dan worked there, Dan used to rate Jimmy's comp boxes all the time.
They were neighbors.
They were neighbors.
Yeah.
And so whatever books Jimmy didn't want, Dan would come up and take.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was pretty funny. Yeah, he took all of them. He was like, you know that one cousin who comes out and cleans your fridge every once in a while.
That's
what Dan was.
What Dan would do for the comics. Yeah, because
Yeah.
Jimmy didn't have the space for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I think that's why you had when you have two good friends who can get together and just be open with one another, you get a better flow of dialogue. And you actually get a better panel.
Yeah.
Like you had today, we had Billy Tucci and Jimmy Palmiotti on the panel.
And Bedard.
And Bedard.
Yeah.
And it was and Man Sky. Dan Jurgens. Oh, we're getting there. I'm saying, but Billy Tucci
Yeah.
and Palmiotti are friends,
Sure.
and you get that clicking there.
Mhm.
I think you get a better, more open reaction when they can be more relaxed.
Did you kind of shift in your seat a little when you heard that Jimmy Palmiotti had midget strippers at his birthday party? I mean, I know that's kind of your thing, but I thought I noticed you shift a little bit in your seat when they mentioned that.
I was kind of skeeved by the midget strippers and the the flame throwing broken arm girl and perverted clown.
I
Yeah.
missed a lot.
Yeah,
Holy
you did.
shit, man.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, I was securing interviews, and we'll talk about that later on, but still, my God, man, my God.
Let's just say that Jimmy is a party guy.
Yeah, no, he is.
His
Come on.
birthday-
Well, obviously, he's from Brooklyn.
Yeah, his birthday was probably a bash that I think you would have wanted to go to.
Well, let's talk more about DC Nation first.
Surprised Amanda let him have that bash. Midget strippers. I mean, I guess because they're midgets, it's all right.
Probably, maybe it was before Amanda. We don't know. They didn't say.
Sue.
They said it was last year. I'm thinking midget strippers. I'm thinking like sit and spin.
We're
I don't
officially now changing the name of this podcast to the Midget Stripper Cast, by the
Sit
way.
and spin.
Sit and spin at gmail.com.
All right, so yeah, DC Nation panel. Let's talk about the one thing that was actually revealed at our panel, which was mentioned on Newsarama that was actually broke here as opposed to at WonderCon, and that's, of course, the Final Crisis hardcover and
Yes.
what's going to be inside of it.
Final Crisis hardcover will include all 7 issues of Final Crisis and Superman Beyond 1 and 2, and I believe Submit, correct?
Yeah, submit.
Yes, and it's funny that we were bitching about that the night before.
I know, yeah.
When we were at the panel, we looked all and then started like giggling, and Palmiotti called us out on that one. We thought it was kind of funny.
They read our minds, man.
Yeah, they really did.
Yeah, and well, that too, and what was great about that panel. Well, okay, let's talk about the kid with the notebook.
Notebook Kid. Okay, oh God, okay. Notebook Kid was actually at today's panel also.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so, all right, there is this one kid who had a notebook. I get that you want to write your questions down that you won't forget. Yeah, when you raise your hand, you have a question, and sometimes they call you, you may blank out. I get, want to write your question down. But Notebook Kid was caught up by Dan Theo. It's like, well, why do you have a notebook? It's like, I'm a journalist. So, let me see. Want to be journalist, yeah. So he's like, what do I do? Theo was like, well, let me see your book. And Notebook Kid's like, no, you can't see my book. He's like, give me the book, no book. You're DC Nation here, you're Lucifer freak.
Mm-hmm.
Notebook Kid said, oh, let me see your hat. Theo was like, why? Step on it.
Oh, Yeah, and okay, well, you talk about being mean, like unnecessarily mean to a creator, and that's it. Oh, okay, and I like sports. You know, I'm a Yankee fan, and I mean, sure, the fact that you were wearing a Phillies hat all weekend, pissed me off a little bit, but that's all friendly rivalry and all that shit.
And the thing is that when I ask my question, I'm like, go Phils.
Yeah. Which made him crack up,
There's mean-spirited, then there's just being funny.
Yeah, and he was being, well, and this is, I guess, part of the social awkwardness that can also come from being and, I sound like a prick when I'm saying this, but the social awkwardness that some people have who happen to be comic fans, this guy didn't seem to know when enough was enough.
Yeah, honestly, he really, really did. And it's a sad fact, when you're a comic book fan, you just keep pushing out. Yeah. You got to the point where Brent, I was saying, just shut the hell up. Just shut up.
Yeah, well, he kept on going. Like, he tried to ask more questions later on in the panel.
Yeah.
And he was still reading from the fucking book. I mean, Dan made it perfectly clear, and Dan is up on stage. He gets to dictate how the panel goes. If he doesn't want you reading from a book, don't read from the book, That's it.
I was just wondering when he was going to ask Dan when his balls were going to drop.
No. Not him, the other guy.
Well, there are two of them. I mean, there are a couple of them that were like, "Hello, Mr. DiDio. I have a really high voice, and I just want to know when I'm going to hit puberty because I'm kind of like 45. I got like a Lowe's thing behind me, and I have two big long boxes on it, and I wear my pants up to my waist.
Is that
and
desk
glasses.
made of wood?
I mean, I know I just eliminated probably like two of our listeners, but come on, grow the fuck up and watch this.
All two of them are gone now? Shit.
Oh my God. Watch the style guide on E, guys.
Look out, people.
And
you'll understand.
Pull your balls down or something.
Ooh, ouch.
Now be careful, Brent. I'm talking to the first all day long now. Mr. DiDio, I love you so much. I just want to cast all over you.
Well, all right, and some of the other things that were cleared up, thanks to us. Let's talk about the fact that Arthur Curry in Final Crisis was not necessarily the Arthur Curry that's shown.
And I called it also. I said I knew it was Arthur Joseph Curry.
Well, no. That's not what he said.
Oh, it's the alternate.
That's not what he said. He said that the Arthur Curry that we saw in Final Crisis was one of the 52 Earths Arthur Currys. That's it.
I think that's bullshitting.
Oh, I know. I think it's bullshitting.
I'm pretty much that's bullshitting, and that's not how it's going to turn out to be. So don't bitch when that's not how it turns out to be. If it turns out to be the real one, don't bitch.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, he also said was that Arthur Curry is too big of a character to not show up in Final Crisis. I kind of get that, but honestly, who's reading Aquaman right now? Really?
Nobody, because there's no Aquaman book.
Well, he said Aquaman was a big, significant, important character for DC.
I'm sure he's been around for years, but my ability to fish, my ability to talk to fish is useless here. I mean, that's it. I mean, he's been the joke of DC Comics for years now.
That was what we call a hand job lip service there.
Yeah, pretty much.
What did we all ask? I'm trying to remember. I mean, you asked Young Justice as usual.
Now, for those who don't know, Ian, Raph, Juan, and myself are asking every panel that we go to, when will we see a Young Justice read? And I think we finally got an answer. And I think it's a bullshit answer, really. It really is a fucking bullshit answer.
It's that Graduation Day didn't sell, so...
No.
Well, Sins of Youth. Sorry, Sins of Youth. Yeah.
We asked... No, actually, the thing is, I changed the question up. I asked, are you going to make a Young Justice read? Mm-hmm. And last year I asked, when will we see it? Mm-hmm. And I think the act changing the word, you kind of got a more definitive answer. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, they said there's not a big enough draw in the book.
Yeah.
My thing is, and they said, we made a Young Justice trade before and it didn't sell. Correction, you did not make a Young Justice trade before.
You made a Young Justice Sins of Youth trade.
You made a Young Justice JLA Sins of Youth trade. Mm-hmm. And it was and we were talking to Adam Weather before from Comfort and Love.
Yeah.
And we said, this book itself is a very niche book. Mm-hmm. And if you have read the book, it's about. It's about that the Clarion the Witch Boy. Yeah. Clarion Badum-bum, the Witch Boy. Inside joke for those who read the book.
Yeah.
Comes down and is kind of bored, and he turns the older JLA young and turns the younger JLA old. And it's role reversal for the most part.
Yeah.
And that's the whole entire... That was that year's crossover. Mm-hmm. And it's, I think some of the books were like Aquaman and Aquaboy and Lagoon Man. Mm-hmm. The Star Spangled Girl and the Junior JS.
It was a role reversal. I mean, it's not. It doesn't really take a brain surgery to explain it. Yeah,
but you had some really fun crossovers and you had some really good books.
Uh-huh.
But the thing is that the reason it didn't sell is because it was first off an event book and a really niche book. If you didn't have the actual introduction of who Young Justice was, mm-hmm. you didn't really give a fuck.
Yeah.
You didn't know who these guys were.
Yeah, and that's why it's silly to do that. But again, that's just the way DC works. That's what the way every company works.
Yeah.
I mean, if one thing fails, you're not going to do something else from what failed.
Right, and the thing is that if they would start from volume 1, from issue 1 to 6, or issue 1 to 7 even, because the one you have, the Mommy Smackdown.
Yeah.
That is a great issue.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, have you read it yet?
No. Actually, the only thing I've read from what I picked up, and I realized I didn't even say what the hell I picked up, so I'll have to do that after we talk about this, is Green Lantern 99, because I wanted to read part 1 of what was the first Green Lantern comic I ever picked up, 100.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So maybe, the thing is that if you actually get the... Will you stop that ass? What, you want a hand job now? Where's Raph at?
No, I'm just doing the masturbatory fan service again.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's all you guys are doing.
No, it's not even that. I think it's... No, we're talking about how trades are made now. I mean, the thing is, they'll put out what's hot at the time.
Yeah.
And at that time, since he was hot, it was, well, not hot. It was the big
Right.
event.
The point remains, we're not seeing a Young Justice trade, and the end of story. You know.
And it kind of makes me sad because
Until the creators get hot.
yeah, exactly. That's what they said.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
said, that's what Jimmy said. He said
If
things
Peter
like this-
David comes back and he's popular again, bada boom, that's
yeah,
it. You know.
because apparently, if you're hot and you're a creator, you have a certain amount of
The
pull.
fact that he might have shut down Scans Daily earlier today makes me not so happy with him, but whatever.
Let's face
Yeah.
it. Peter David is never going to escape his curse. Thus, he's never going to get hot again.
Mm-hmm.
And thus, you need to bind your own Young Justice books.
Yes,
all right?
yes.
All right?
That's what binding's all about, man. That's what it's all about. But Brent, what did you ask at DC
I mean, I
Nation?
know I'm never going to get an Azrael trade. That's why I'm buying it, so I'm going to bind the run.
You never know, dude. If the Azrael miniseries takes off, you never know.
Well,
Which is exactly, buy two,
it's probably
or,
a lot cheaper.
and buy two, or you'll do
I'm
what?
already, at issue 36 now.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if people don't buy it?
Huh?
The Azrael miniseries. What are you gonna do?
Oh, I'm going to kill kittens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, multiple kittens.
And I'm going to ask. I'm going to ask Bob and Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Say, how many orders did you get for Azrael Death's Dark Knight #1?
If they don't get enough.
And I'm going to compare it to how many you got for #2
Mm-hmm.
and #3.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on that, I'm going to kill kittens.
Mm-hmm.
As I recall, that was in the back of one of the episodes, and I don't think I heard the whole entire thing.
Well, I mean, the whole thing came out a bit late, so maybe it shouldn't apply, per se. But
You and
it's
Skype.
still gonna happen. Fucking Ziggo. God, trying to record here.
Fucking Christ, man. That's why I don't go on Skype.
Leroy, what are you doing to us, Leroy?
Unless
Stop
I'm talking to people on Skype. That's why I'm not on Skype.
Right now we're talking to Leroy Zago.
Yeah. Well, anyway, Brent, what did you ask during the panel? DC Nation.
Oh, I asked, and this is on Newsarama, if you don't believe me.
Haha.
I said, shit. What was it? Oh, why was it called Final Crisis
Mm-hmm.
when it's 6.5 issues of Darkseid
Yeah.
and half an issue of Monitors?
Mm-hmm.
And they just said, I don't know. I don't remember. What
They said
They said
basically,
the Monitor story was throughout the whole series, and
and they called the Final
whatever.
Crisis because they're not going to be doing a Crisis for a while. I know that's what they wanted to
So
say.
quote end of you, another 20 years.
Yeah, another 20 years, right? Like with story, but whatever. And okay, let's talk about your panel that you went to, the DC Universe panel, and then we can move on to other things.
Right. Oh, well, ask your question first and talk what you got.
Okay, all right, fine. Well, I picked up actually a bunch of stuff for both myself and for my girlfriend because she was missing some things. I got issue 3 of I Hate Gallant Girl.
Wait, your girlfriend, Raph?
Yes, my girlfriend Raph. Yes, actually. And if you're listening, honey, we need milk. So. It had to be said. No, Chris, you heard her on the New York Comic Con episode. She exists. I Hate Gallant Girl #3. You picked up. Don't do it. Whatever you're gonna do, don't do it. All right.
I'm not going to do anything.
All right. I can shut this mic off, and then it would shut yours off.
I
Be a
can
proxy.
shut mine off and just shut yours off in the middle of your sentence. You never know.
Point well taken.
Turn it around.
Oh yeah, all right. Oh fucking hell, man. All right, but yeah. So I picked up a bunch of old Young Justice stuff. I think it was like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and like 13, 14. Basically a bunch of old Young Justice stuff. No pun intended. And it was good stuff. Picked up.
Whoops, that was all off.
Yeah, wow. Picked up a bunch of Green Arrow stuff and Green Lantern stuff. Kyle and Connor, of course, not the other guys. X-Man picked up a couple of issues of.
I really just turned it off right now.
No, you didn't, because I'm still getting levels. Nice try. Any levels, so... Oh, never mind. Okay, all right. No,
you thought I was bluffing.
you fucker. All right.
No.
Take the mic.
We're
Take the
gonna have
mic.
some
Take the
fun
mic.
with this.
Take the mic. Thank you. All right.
Put
And-
the monkey back home.
Thank you. Put the monkey back on. Got some Toon Tumblers.
No, I said I don't have thumbs. That's all.
I got
You guys
a...
have a monkey.
I'm just going to continue talking.
Please do,
I got a
please do.
Gwen Stacy Toon Tumbler, and I got a Batman Toon Tumbler, both Baltimore Comic Con exclusives from different years.
One
So-
was
One was 07, one was 08.
Okay.
And I got those two.
I can buy my two numbers also, by the way.
Get the Baltimore one because that's Jim Lee Batman.
Hush, or is it just your own?
Whatever. I mean, it could be Hush. It could be. It's basically just a Jim Lee Batman. So I don't know which one it's from. I got a Yellow Lantern shirt. Orange Lantern shirt for. I said it again.
You really would be
For
able
some
to-
reason, for some reason, I cannot say colors right in my head. Orange Lantern. I'm not like colorblind or anything. It just never comes out right.
No, but you said you called blue, violet.
I know.
And
I know.
I'm like, what?
I got a Blue Lantern shirt for myself. Orange Lantern shirt for Chris. And
I was just going to say about those shirts, the violet was not really violet.
I know.
The violet was more blue than the Blue Lantern shirt.
You mean Indigo?
Indigo. What?
Yeah, Violet's
Whatever the fuck it was.
Violet Star Sapphire.
It
Dude.
was more blue than the Blue Lantern shirt that you
Yeah,
bought.
I know that was a little weird.
I mean, honestly, they're at every con. They're like this, like that big T-shirt. Yeah, I mean, honestly,
Mm-hmm.
they have a lot of cool designs, but I mean, the shirts. I mean, that shirt didn't look blue. I mean, it looked like light blue, like sky blue almost.
Something like that, yeah. And then the Indigo. I mean, I know the Indigo is supposed to be like a mix of purple and blue,
It's
but
supposed to be like a dark blue.
Yeah, it
that's why I picked Indigo Fire as my name. It's a dark blue. It's my favorite color.
well, you know what? It looks like the same blue I have on my whale shirt. You know the one I wore to
yes or no?
to 300.
Yes or no?
Yes, of
No.
course. No, yes.
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 No.
Yes.
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 No.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yes, no.
but yes, and picked up Invincible Iron Man number 10, picked up Angel After the Fall number 16, and a bunch of other stuff that I was missing holes of, and really didn't really pick up any trades, which is odd because usually that's what I do at these things. But not much going on there. I did pick up, however, the trade for the Uniques. We'll be talking to them in the interview section.
Once again. Oh, by the way, Adam. Well, what's his last name?
Withers.
And Come for Love.
Mm-hmm.
They are. If you ever see them at a con, they are by far the most approachable.
They're a joy.
They
Yeah.
are on. And Adam does a mean freaking voiceover.
He needs to be in voice work actually
He does.
because every voice that he pulled out of his
was spot on.
repertoire was really good.
Like his Schwarzenegger was awesome.
It was awesome. Get in the chopper.
The chopper.
Who is
The Reagan.
Nancy doesn't let me eat Cheerios after dark because it hurts my bladder.
What else did he pull out this weekend?
He did what the hell did he do on during the dinner? It wasn't. I mean, he did Arnold, and then he did somebody else. Anyway, the point remains, he's a funny guy. All
He's
right.
a funny guy.
Yeah.
And they're really smart too.
Yeah, definitely.
That's what I respect about Dave.
And I picked up a Travis Earls sketch of Spoiler. I said it again. Secret. Thank you. And yeah, I know. And I picked up a Avery Butterworth. He gave me a Ghost Rider. He didn't even ask for it. And he gave it to me. So awesome. And he gave me a Ravager. And that was fun.
Let's talk about dinner last night. What
Oh,
a blast that was.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Well, speaking of Avery Butterworth, though,
Yeah.
I got the Avery Butterworth spoiler Batgirl sketch.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler Batgirl sketch. I never wanted to make it with the sketch so much in my whole life. It was, I saw it on the forums before I did it.
You cannot marry paper. I'm sorry.
I wish I could, really. Then also I got the free Venom sketch as well.
Yeah.
I'm taking the microwave because we don't have a splash guard on it.
Sploosh. Fat. But yeah, let's talk about dinner a little bit. I mean, that was a lot of fun, man. Even though, at hell, Chili's so much better than Fridays.
Yes.
I'm going to call it out. I'm going to say that right there.
I agree.
Yeah, because they got baby back ribs, man.
Okay, so who we have at dinner last night? We had, we got to talk about Don.
Mm-hmm.
Met Don Sanderson. He's a modeling manager and a drummer at Epcot.
Everybody say hi, Don.
Hi, Don. He does some roving reporting for Raging Bullets every once in a while. Listens to some voicemails. So if you listen to Raging Bullets, you might know him from there.
Most importantly, he wasn't to us.
Listen to us. I did talk to him this morning. He said he did listen to 85 last night. He said
Sweet.
we were crazy. And so he listened to the review corner. So
Now he sees why I edit, man.
yeah. Thank you, Don. So met up with Don. He was a really cool guy. He was very, very nice and generous. And we could have got into Disney for free today, but you guys didn't want to go.
I'll be back in July, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, God forbid I want to go to the con that I came here for.
I know, but
Yeah.
I mean, we're here for 3 days. I mean,
Yeah, I know. Well, okay. The only park I would have wanted to go to was Animal Kingdom because
he
I've
said we
never
could
been
have gone to
there,
any one.
but- All right. Well, next time.
Anyway, thanks Don for the offer. I'm sure I'm gonna kick their ass if it happens again and it turns
Mhm.
out. So anyway,
Yeah.
so it was us three: Don Sanderson,
John Lovelace.
John Lovelace, and Charlie from Alternate Reality.
Welcome back, Alternate Reality. By
Welcome
the way.
back, Alternate Reality. I didn't even know they were back until this con because Ian goes, John Lovelace calls me. I was like, John Lovelace from Alternate Reality? He's like, yeah. I was like, are they done podcasting? I thought because they ended their thing. He's like, no, they came back.
Yeah, they came back about
So,
like 3 weeks ago.
We went and met up with them and Corwin on the sides, and then there's this guy sitting behind John, and he starts talking. I was like, God damn it, that's fucking Charlie. You didn't introduce me to Charlie. I've been listening to your show, and you know who I am. I was like, So got to meet both of them. That was fun. As well as went out with Green Captain, or Green Capped, and
Green
and
Capped,
his lovely.
yes.
Was that his girlfriend or wife? Or?
I think that might have been his wife. I'm not sure.
Okay, well, she was lovely.
I don't want to pull a Peter Rios and
Okay.
say that someone's
Yeah,
a wife
right.
when he's
Well,
not.
maybe he's not here,
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
His female companion, she was lovely. So I don't know. It's just.
Martha Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Martha Jones.
So it was like the 11 of us basically, and
Something like that.
Adam Withers and Comfort Love.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys sat with Corwin and Comfort Love, and Adam Withers, and I sat with Loveless Don, Jim, not Jim, Charlie.
Yeah. Green capped.
Green Captain,
Yeah.
his lovely wife.
Honestly, it was a really fun time. We had a lot of discussion.
Mm-hmm. We basically you were informing people of the last 10 years of comics when you were doing shit.
Well, I mean, Don was asking a whole bunch of stuff about what he missed over the last 15 years. I mean, I think he just got back in recently when I don't know how. So I think it's related to Raging Bullets, and he's
Yeah.
been listening to them, so he read Final Crisis and stuff, and he
Mhm.
said that
Blew his mind.
blew his mind because he didn't understand what the hell was going on.
Well, it's okay. We didn't either, so that's fine.
We tried to explain what was going on with Batman to him. We talked about the Spider-Mary Jane marriage diffusal, and he was kind of like, whatever, man.
Yeah.
Glad I'm a DC fan.
Spider-Man put a bullet in Mary Jane's brain, and that was the end of it.
Right. So,
Yeah.
I mean, we talked about that. We talked about, we talked about so much stuff. We had such a great conversation at our table.
Because we were doing the same thing with Corwin, really.
Oh, yeah, really. Corwin, for those who don't know, Corwin's a Marvel zombie.
Yeah.
And only DC book he reads is the Green Lantern. And then Adam pulls out this sketch that he's been doing, and it's of every single Green Lantern. Well, he has two variations.
He's doing it as a print.
Yeah, he's doing.
Yeah.
He's got a print. He's working on a print. It's one sketch was the pencils of just
Mhm.
all the Green Lanterns, and the other sketch was the Green Lanterns plus a couple villains and all the Guardians and the Lantern in the back.
Yeah.
And so we're going through to tell him who he was, and Corwin is really in the bind. For those who don't know, he's really in the binding. He is the poster boy for LibraryBindings.com.
Yeah, and the bindings he showed us with amazing.
Yeah, they look
one of
really
which
good.
was of Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's looking for things to read for Green Lantern.
Mm-hmm.
And so both Adam and I said, go back to the 90s and go pick up the Green Lantern Quarterlies.
Mm-hmm.
Because from the Quarterlies you get a lot of introductions of other characters.
Yeah.
I think you have introduction of Aresia,
Mm-hmm.
and even though Gnort wasn't in there, there's a really funny Gnort story. And the Gnort story is when Gnort goes back to high school.
Gnort.
Yeah, and his high school reunion, I think, 15 years later. Or, I'm sorry, no. 2 years later because he's in dog years. And Gnort meets his former bully. Will you stop that? Do not give the microphone a hand job, ass.
Well, okay. Is it just me, or does Gnort really sound like something that Pinky would scream out on Pinky in the Brain?
It does.
Gnort!
Gnort! Zark. But he goes back to meets his bully. Okay, and his bully turns out fat and bald now. He's wearing a wig.
Of course, like all bullies.
Yeah, exactly. But he takes his elixir and he turns him into. You ready for this?
What?
A coalition of yellow fleas.
That's about all we needed to know, actually.
No, but we said go back and get the coils bounded.
Well, and plus we also learned never get Adam started on a Jeff Johns rant.
I was just about to say that Hal Jordan rant by Adam last night needed to be recorded.
Oh my God!
Hilarious and absurd and smart. Yeah, he had some points, but I will have to say I respectfully disagree.
And probably the biggest Kyle Rayner fan since me.
Yeah, but I think I gotta agree with a lot of what Adam said. Jeff Johns writes Hal Jordan like a dick.
Yes, but he is a dick. Always has.
I get that, and that's the point of the character. Hal Jordan is supposed to be the best Green Lantern in their eyes. He was the one who was the ultimate evil for the Green Lantern Corps. He was the one who was paralyzed. He was their ultimate enemy. He was the one who was redeemed. But I get what he's saying. You can't have him in a book with someone like Kyle Rayner and have him, saying, "Oh, Kyle, when I was a Green Lantern doing this and this and this," you can't do that.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but Jeff Johns doesn't really play up to the strings of other Green Lantern characters.
That's called Brett wants to interject.
I want to interject because his point was not Johns writes him as a dick. His whole point was Johns writes him as the best Green Lantern ever and never
not just the best
mistakes.
Green Lantern ever, the best person ever.
He said his point was Johns makes him as he can't make mistakes, and that he is fearless and well, I guess it epitomizes a Green Lantern. But he just snapped and went after the Green Lantern Corps. And, nah, that's Parallax Energy, some yellow alien bug monster.
The real point was that that Adam Bate was Hal was the first person to realize that he has infinite power. He was the first person to realize that, oh my God, I lost my whole entire city. What can I do? So he goes and remakes it. Mm-hmm. And he
only everybody looked green for some reason.
Yeah, he remakes his whole entire city. And the blue guys, the Guardians are like, no, you can't do that. But I was like, why not? My whole entire life was destroyed.
I want it all rewritten with realistic dialogue too. Like the Guardians are like, dude, you can't do that. Seriously, what the fuck? And then Hal's like, dudes, come on, give me a chance. All right, come on. I've been having a lousy week. All right, I just lost my house.
Literally.
Come on, seriously, it got blown up. Come on, give me some love. And they're like, no, fuck no.
Yeah,
bitch.
But the thing is, he's the first. He remakes the city. He remakes the city, and the Guardian's like, no, you can't do that. So when he goes to Oa to actually have a conversation, they start throwing other Lanterns saying, kill him. He can't make it here. Not so much that only because they don't want them to have the argument, because they know that actually, in the long run, Hal was right. Mm-hmm. He has infinite power.
Yeah,
and he realizes that, but he just it's not so much that he used his infinite power for bad. He used it actually for a greater good. Mm-hmm. And the Guardian's like, no, you can't interfere with the time frame.
Yeah.
We learned this before in the Green Lantern, Green Arrow stuff. Mm-hmm. When I think issue 6 or 7 when they stopped one guy from doing something and it irrevocably changed the future forever.
Yeah.
And that was the first time they cast out Ganthet.
I love it. This went from a MegaCon wrap up to everything Green Lantern. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. It was good. It was fun times.
Long story short.
Story long.
Yeah. Short story long.
Yeah.
Long story short. Find Adam and Comfort. Talk to them. They will talk your ear off for an hour and a half, and you will enjoy it all.
Mm-hmm. It was very much true. I mean, there were moments. I mean, when he was doing the Arnold thing, I came this close to spitting out whatever the hell I had in my mouth. Man, it was good stuff. It was good times. Yeah, my margarita. Thank you.
Double margarita, by the way.
Yes, double margarita, 2 for 1s. Always a good deal. Oh, yes. Yeah.
And I will have to say, comment about the waitress we had last night.
Oh boy.
Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. And I know I have a serious girlfriend and a serious relationship, but this girl last night, hi Mandy, was smoking hot.
Well, okay, and all right. We'll get to today at some point, but first off, please, since we were going to talk about it earlier, tell us about your frickin' DC Universe panel, please, for the love of God.
All right, DC Universe, it really wasn't that big of a deal. We talked, it was the creators, it was Dan Jurgens, Jimmy Palmiotti, George Perez. By the way, today is also George Perez Day. They made it was an official proclamation Yeah, it was an official proclamation made today on Saturday. Today's the 28th of February.
Mhm.
That it shall forever be George Perez Day because of his creations for DC and his art. His work to forever improve the community of comics. So that was a really big thing. Also,
Yeah.
it was
Tony Bedard, Dan Jurgens. Then we had DiDio, Perez, Vince Sciver, some sales guy, Vince Corletti. Looked like Sean Penn and Milk, kind of.
Oh my God, he looks a lot like Sean Penn.
And then at the end we had Billy Tucci. But I mean, there wasn't a lot of stuff. It was a lot of Q&A mostly, and they're just kind of like, okay, what was the things you're reading now, and what are the things? Tell us a little about the projects you're coming up.
Mm-hmm.
And Jonah Hex, Palmiotti was there. Okay, yeah. But I think the big thing was that Billy Tucci wants to do an issue with Jonah Hex with Palmiotti, and they're like, you got it. And Dan was like, you got it. And they're like, you heard it. Thanks, guy. Thanks, guy, for asking, because I want to keep working, or whatever. I mean,
Next question.
no. I think really big thing is for Jonah Hex is they were doing their first six-issue arc,
Uh-huh.
and as you know, Palmiotti is a big proponent for one and dones.
One and dones, yeah.
Yeah, and that's why Jonah Hex is so good. If you pick up Essentials, it's just like reading.
You can
that.
pick up anything and just know what's going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they're going to do a 6-issue one arc,
Okay.
6-issue arc, where they're going to introduce all the major characters from Jonah Hex.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Batlash, all the rest of them.
Mm-hmm.
El Diablo, I think, was also.
Yeah. All the ones that showed up in JLU.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And they'll be in there for a 6-issue arc, which will lead to 100, which will be done by Darwin Cook.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool. Well, and I think what's also a nice tell of like how different Friday was from Saturday. Friday, like we talked about, there were like 20 people in the room because it had just opened up and stuff. Saturday, packed. They would not let me in because
you're Jewish.
Because I'm Jewish, and obviously they were Nazis. But yeah,
But they let Brandon in.
yeah. Well, yeah, he's black. But yeah, no, they wouldn't let me in because they were past capacity, so that's why I couldn't get in. But yeah.
We had you seat for you. Had you shown up earlier?
I know. Well, that was my own fault. I was schmoozing. What
But,
can I say?
Some other guy came and took it, and I was
That's
like,
all
well,
right. No big deal.
we hadn't seen you all morning.
No big deal. Yeah. So I mean, anything else get revealed in the DC Universe panel, or was
Not
it just
really? I
none?
mean, they talked about the battle for Sirens and Gotham
Mhm.
Street City thing, like the two books that aren't Nightwing.
Paul
and Batman and
Dini's
Robin.
post battle for the
right.
cow
So
stuff.
they just re-mentioned whatever was announced at WonderCon the previous evening.
Okay.
I mean, but that was stuff that they talked about at DC.
Yeah.
at,
JMS is
New
doing
York
Brave and the
City.
Bold, and he's doing a separate thing with the Archie characters. Yeah.
They talked about it in New York City. I mean, nothing really new.
Basically, just rehashing what happened
Yeah.
in New York, because a lot of the stuff they revealed at WonderCon were actually rehashes from New York. Because hell, it was 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
I mean, they really can't reveal much else in a 2-week span. So yeah, I mean, were there actual like intelligent questions being asked, or were they all fanboy stuff?
I was surprised at the level of intelligence. Even Notebook guy scaled it back some today.
Well, that's good to hear.
Yeah, he was actually there, and he actually didn't have his notebook. Also,
Anybody in a diaper with like Mr. the Hero?
he was there. Also, he was a
Yeah.
little bit annoying for about a minute and a half. Thank God.
Okay, good.
But the deal shut him down.
Yeah.
Well, he was trying to tell us that if Flash came back with a number one, it would actually be 598 because he knew the numbers of the two Flash series that open up to.
Oh, I'm gonna throw up.
and
now.
then just went to Brandon and just went, what about Bart?
So it would actually be 6/12.
Yeah. In that case, there is no anniversary needed, and nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not even becoming an annual John Wick either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the way it goes.
6/12 asshole.
So who'd we meet this weekend?
Well, no one in particular. Just a couple guys.
Really?
First one was a guy named Tony. He writes a book. Tony
Bedard.
Bedard, yeah, Bedard.
Yeah, Bedard. Yeah.
writes
Rebels number one. Yeah. Go ahead. Yep.
Birds of Prey writer, I think, also one time. Maybe. I think, what was he, Birds of Prey?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, yeah. Please stop. It does. You're feigning the ignorance. Doesn't actually come out in audio.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it does.
He was like, why is Brandon talking? Brandon knows what he's talking.
As we also met, we also talked to Mark Wade,
Mm-hmm.
Palmiotti.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Mr. Wade, we are very,
we're
very sorry.
very sorry. Yes.
Still from last year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you ask him about last year?
No, I did actually. When I introduced myself, no kidding, I introduced myself. Oh yes, hi, Mr. Wade. You might remember me from last year. My co-host interviewed you, and the strange Asian man was laughing in the background.
And what did he say?
He said, "Oh yes, I remember you."
That's great.
Yeah.
I was standing around and watching you interview him, and I was wanting to know if you were going to get to that first, but you didn't. And
Well,
I
just-
was like,
just
all right,
like-
I'm going to walk around now.
Well, just like Palmiotti, like when I first introduced myself to him, I'm like, "Yeah, remember me, the wallet guy with your cousin on the B3 in Brooklyn?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I remember."
Oh, yeah, you never stop reminding me about that thing.
Yeah, well, whatever. It makes me memorable. So, and by the way, we're obviously working things differently on this episode because it's the first we're actually talking about interviews, and actually the interviews might be broken up into a separate episode depending on what I'm doing. So,
Well, I mean, yesterday you talked to Rodney Ramos,
Yes,
inker from Bang Tango that we talked about,
and
on,
multiple many
85,
other books as well.
as well as Green Lantern,
Mhm, Birds of
and,
Prey.
Birds of Prey.
bunch of Marvel stuff. Yeah, bunch. Like over the years, I mean, he worked for Marvel for 15 years.
He
before
was really
came
cool
here.
when we all went up and talked to him before you did.
He's
the
an
interview.
awesome dude. Yeah.
We haven't listened to Brandon and I haven't listened to the interview yet, but I mean, we asked him about the Bang Tango last page, and he was kind of like, "Well, it was kind of suggestive, you should have gotten it."
Well-
And we told him, well, we were thinking maybe that was blackmail, but he pointed out that obviously they had drawn a dick in there.
Yeah, well,
so it is a chick with a dick.
He mentioned
And she
he mentioned
did not have
yeah.
any tits in that last page.
Vertigo toned it down.
Yeah, he said it was supposed to be a lot grittier than it actually turned out to be.
Mm-hmm.
They said it was supposed to be a full visible dick.
Which and you know what? Well, not just that. They mentioned that there was going to be a lot more sex scenes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think the book really needed that much. So it's sort of a good thing that they toned down a little bit.
I like that they alluded to it because I think he said hold on. I think he said the picture that they showed
Yeah.
were actually going to be sex scenes in the book.
Yeah.
And I think it works better that you allude to them
Mm-hmm.
because you get the whole entire book. You get the illusion of what the hell is this? You're looking at some of the
Yeah.
other liners.
It weaves
of the
you more
panels.
hanging for more.
Yeah.
No pun intended. Yeah.
Well, I like the way they did it in Bang Tango, and that they did, you just kind of thought that maybe it was some gangbang thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They didn't actually show it.
Well, and in the interview itself, I mean, he does share a little bit about the inking process and about how, depending on the artist, depends on his style has to change for the artist itself and stuff like that.
He said he's also not slamming the artist, but he's actually doing a lot of while the book. He's still on issue number 5, right?
Yeah, he's on issue number 5 right now. Well, and again, it's definitely not slamming the artist because he talked about certain certain artists are a little looser
Yeah.
and they might not draw exactly the same face every time, and that's the inker's job to make sure everything is consistent.
And he's doing a lot of redraws right now,
Right.
on faces or certain anatomy parts. Also,
And he's far from the first inker to have to do stuff
exactly.
like that. Yeah,
and I think it shows a certain amount of professionalism that he can actually spot. Okay, this face doesn't look like the same this time around.
Yeah.
So let me go back and clean this up. for you.
right.
And I think that's a really good inker. Like we talked about ink form before, but that's not, I forgot. That's a separate part of an inker to make sure it looks clean.
Mhm.
It's a certain amount of consistency.
It's all about consistency, man. It's
Yeah.
all about consistency, and I mean, he talks about that a lot. And I mean, it's a 15-minute long interview. I mean, you guys are going to love it. I mean, he's a wonderful guy.
He's a
and
funny guy also.
Definitely follow his work. I mean, if you've never followed inkers before, start doing it because you can tell the difference. I mean, we talked about this a little bit in the interview itself, and I'll mention it here. Like when Klaus Janson inks John Romita Jr., it's going to look totally different than when Scott Hanna does it. I mean, it's just the way it goes, right? but still, just the point remains: artists will look different with different inkers.
Yeah.
We talked to Adam and Comfort in an interview, which will be airing on the show. You got a couple interviews as well.
I actually only got 2 this today. I talked with Diffuser Jared. I honestly forgot his last name.
Mm-hmm.
If you've seen the show Who Wants to Be a Superhero, he's actually the winner of Who Wants to Be a Superhero.
And also John and Bob's Superfan Spotlight.
Exactly. He's a very, very cool guy. For those who don't know,
Very nice, yeah.
very nice guy.
He also let us know. There's a 3rd season of Who Wants to Be a Superhero currently airing in the UK.
Yes.
They're hoping that it'll wind up here. Either the UK version or a redone version for the US of like Who Wants to Be a Superhero sidekicks, which would be great.
Yes.
But if not, I'm sure there are many ways you could probably get. Stanley is still on that one, yeah.
And
yeah.
hopefully they're shooting for I think Sci-fi again. If not sci-fi, it'll
Then
be...
they're going for Spike maybe or G4.
MTV.
They've got a lot of different options.
And I think, honestly, it'd probably work on G4 a lot better because that's the way the network's going now.
Yeah, so let's put it this way. You hopefully have not seen the end of Who Wants to Be a Superhero, which is good.
Honestly, it's a good show.
Yeah.
And
you got Christine Bottoms also.
Christine Bottoms also.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the actual group she's with now, but she actually has steady work as an inker and also...
Oh, cool.
I'm sorry, as a colorist and also a penciler as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
That's good to hear, yeah.
And she actually had, for those who do know, who live in the Tampa area, she actually had a gallery opening, a couple this year actually.
Sweet.
Yeah, for a lot of the graffiti art. We talked about how do you really find your medium for the most part.
And we talked to Sean and Travis for a little bit, and other Travis.
Yeah.
And other Travis from Doombox.
Yellow Travis?
Yes, Yellow Travis.
Yeah, that Yellow Travis.
And I guess I can technically say this, and if it doesn't happen, I can edit it out, but hopefully you guys are hearing an interview with Amanda Connor, which we're actually conducting tomorrow, so that'll hopefully happen. Yeah. And I'm hoping to get an interview with Chuck Dixon. I'm not sure if it's going to work or not. It depends on whether her schedule is open, but Peterson, possibility, maybe Frank Cho. Because, again, a lot of people are here. We don't know who we're going to be able to get and not get. Right. But most importantly, and this was an interview that I didn't think I would be able to get, Mr. Dan DiDio.
Oh, yes, right, Dan DiDio.
Yes, we had about a 10-minute long interview with him, and it was... He is a joy to talk to. He
honestly,
really
I'm
is.
surprised. Like, you think it would be nothing but lip service?
We bitch and moan about him so often, but I mean, he's a nice, genuine guy.
There's a reason why he's not EIC, but executive VP of editorial for DC. He really is a good talker, number one. Plus, he's just a good person to talk to.
Well, and okay, well, let's put it this way. His shtick that he does in the DC Nation panel, he turned that around on me at one point. Because I asked him about whether or not we might see a decline, or at least not having event books for a while, so that we can get more of the individual stories. He said, "Well, why do you want to see that?" I mean, he actually asked me a question, which is great, because how often does that happen in an interview? You know, yeah, right, exactly. Back and forth.
I think with DiDio, now I think he's actually one of the few artists who actually does believe in his writers and his artists.
Yeah.
I think he does.
As an EIC, he has to.
Yeah, but I think he actually does read some of the stuff as a fan himself.
Yeah.
He's really pushing for his artists and his writers to be the best they can be. To pump up both, which he can actually be excited for. And I think we said it with Bedard.
Yeah.
He's really pushing Bedard's Rebels. He's really pushing Palmiotti's Jonah Hex.
Yeah.
He's really pushing Sergeant Rock for Billy Tucci.
Yeah, which is great.
And the thing is, though, they're all three separate genres of books. Yeah, you have Rebels as a sci-fi superhero book, you can call it, really. You have Billy Tucci's Sergeant Rock as a war drama, and you have Jonah Hex as like a western. They're three different genres of books, but he's really pushing for them to all be successful, though.
Which is good to see, of course, yeah. So I mean, again, check out the interviews. We're not 100% certain what we have and don't have yet, because that's going to air at a different time.
Probably Monday or whatever.
Probably something like that. Part 2 of this episode. Again, I don't even know if this episode's coming out tonight or not, but it's just going to be part 2 of whatever comes out here.
A or B. We're not rating bullets yet.
Right, exactly. And let's just switch over to some nice general questions about the con, and then we can wrap this baby up. Best costumes. You can go for multiples if you got that, and plus, of course, worst costume you saw on the floor. Brent, you go first, because Brandon's been talking for the last 10 minutes.
Worst costume's got to be Liberty Bell and Our Man. It's more like Liberty...
Fat Liberty Albert.
Fat Liberty Albert in spandex. Obese Liberty Bell. Like, Liberty Bell's been eating too many pancakes. Ho-hos, ding-dongs.
Hostess snack cakes.
Hostess snack cakes. It was bad. And next to her was her chunky, ginormous companion, Our Man, who's been sitting on the john, eating too many Hostess snack cakes.
Oh, wait, no, hold on. Eating for 12-hour man.
Right, eating for 12-hour man.
Yeah,
thank you. Right there. You got it.
Yeah.
That's got to be the worst. Best,
my God,
obviously, the 501st was there.
Woo!
Yay, Wayne.
No.
A Lego Boba Fett. Did you see the Lego Boba Fett?
Yes.
That was pretty cool. There was a cool ass Rachel Gray and Jean Grace walking around.
That was pretty cool. Yeah.
They were hot. They were hot.
Oh,
so I'd
boy.
have to put them as the best.
We haven't talked about today's dinner yet, but yeah. And again, talking about Star Wars cosplayers. Woo!
Oh yeah, woo! Yeah, dinner.
Yeah.
For those who know, on Thursday we went to dinner at Bogart's, which is a awesome fucking restaurant.
Yeah, really nice barbecue
Really-
place.
Really nice
Yeah.
bar, really nice place. Seafood, barbecue ribs,
Steak.
You
The
name it, they
works.
have it
Yeah.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Girls in miniskirts, girls dressed up as Girl Scouts.
Now I'm gonna go to the bathroom. You two play nice.
So there's this one girl we want to fucking razz the whole entire night. But no, I'm joking. That's gonna end up probably. On iDrive in Orlando, like it's in tourist areas, right across the street from across the street and down a little bit further from the Pirate Cove golf course. For those who know Orlando, and it's really good food. We went there second night tonight with Travis Earls, Sean Cummings, myself, Ian Brent, and their friend Alpha, who is one of their Doombox Respark friends, and just a fucking good time. We had this one waitress, we don't know her name, but she was pretty good. What do you think?
Yeah, she was alright. She's a little more talky and mean for my taste, but snarky. She wasn't that hot. I would rate the one last night. God, I look really funny right now. I would rate the one last night hotter than the one from this night.
Well, I would say never before have I had a waitress sit down at the table with us, put her feet up, and go, "So what's going on?"
Yeah, you're from New York. That's why they're all about service. But
Yeah, this one could have serviced you if you played your card
oh
right.
snap!
Yeah,
you went
well.
there, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Above us were the 501st Legion, and we respect them for what they do.
Yes.
They're good. They're good guys. A lot of them are good
Mhm.
women also. Good men, and women. A few
Yes.
good men and women
All right.
who are tasked to go forth.
All right, stop buttering up.
All right,
Yeah.
sorry, Wayne. But they are. You know how you have some friends you just don't want to be around sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they are sometimes also.
Well, yeah. Whenever ice drop, because again, there's this huge
There's
ice
a large
machine.
chute. There's a large chute.
Yeah. Ice chute.
chute.
Yeah.
in Bogarts, and what happens is we don't know where the ice comes from, but it just drops down this large curvy chute right to the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And when they first open up, people go, yeah, woo, woo,
Mhm.
woo.
But they got tired after a
They
while.
stopped.
Yeah.
after a while.
Yeah, the 501st never got tired.
No. And now would go 5 6 8. Oh my God, yeah!
Well, okay, they must have been doing something up there, some sort of awards or something, because they were cheering more than there was ice.
Yes.
So definitely something was going on. Maybe a strip show or something. I have
Maybe
no
Slave Leia
idea.
taking-
Maybe Slave
taking
Leia.
the clothes off there.
I don't know.
Did you see Slave Dude Leia today?
No, I didn't. Thank God.
I saw Man-Fae though.
No.
I saw Man-Fae.
No, not the Man-Fae. He's in California. Yes.
California,
No,
right?
you cannot actually, by law, call anyone Man-Fae other than Man-Fae.
I saw a
So
Dude-Fae.
That's better.
Dude-Fae.
Yeah.
And okay, I learned a new term yesterday, which was crossplayer. We were in the
I
elevator.
can't believe you've never heard the term crossplay
I probably heard it before, but I was
Yeah.
out of it. I thought you said cosplayer. A crossplayer, for those who visit a site who's
Not just 4chan. For anybody who's been to a con, please.
Yeah, okay. Any anime fans been to a con before?
Yeah.
There are people who cross-dress as their favorite male,
Mhm.
if they're a girl, or female characters if you're a guy.
Yeah, like anybody who dressed like a girl dresses up as Gambit. That's a crossplay.
Yeah, it's a crossplay. Now, I saw a Yuki character. Now, for those who know, Yuki is actually a male character. from
Gravitation.
Gravitation.
Yes.
I thought it was a girl at first.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's nice looking. Oh my God! That if you see a crossplay and you think they're hot, you will start questioning your sexuality no matter what. It's just one of the laws of nature, honestly.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
and I swear to God, in a row, we saw 3 crossplayers, back to back to back when we Ian and I were walking down the aisle.
it was scary.
Yeah. Plus the one Asian booth runner who was in a tank top and capri pants. That was not cool.
Were these guys sword fighting?
No.
Why, Brent? Are you being subtle?
Maybe.
Although on accident, I did hug a free hug person.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
All right.
Thanks, Brent. Thanks a lot.
So what were your favorite cosplayers?
Favorite cosplayer had to be Starfire at the DC Universe panel. She was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Then there were actually a lot of really good ones. There's too many to name.
Yeah.
Sword Knight 2. My God.
Yeah. Actually, the whole GL core looked really great.
We saw a female guy from last year, also same girl from last year.
Yeah.
Kyle.
Please clarify, not female guy, because that sounds like something a lot
female
worse.
Guy Gardner from last year.
That's much better. Thank you.
Kyle Rayner, I think we also saw.
We saw actually.
Was it Kyle or was it Hal?
I wasn't sure. It might have just been generic Green Lantern.
No,
actually.
it looked like DC Universe animated.
Yeah,
from the Superman cartoon
DC
one?
Universe animated Kyle.
Yeah, from the Superman.
Yeah,
because of that.
Yeah,
not JLU, unfortunately. But we saw that one. Soren.
Well, he was in JLU. He just wore a different outfit.
He wore his Iron outfit. Then.
Yeah, that wasn't his. No, that was his Jim Lee outfit he wore.
No, he wore Iron in JLU.
No, he wore his Jim Lee.
Jim Lee?
Yeah, it was Jim Lee.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That was Ion.
No.
But Soren 892, who was actually for the most part painted orange, up to the cleavage, which I thought was
Starfire and Orange also.
Yeah. I gotta agree with Brent. My least favorite was Fat Liberty Bell. If not, it was Fat. What's her face? Kitty, not Kitty, but like a cat girl.
Yeah.
From just walking around, fat anime girl. We'll call her that now.
Yeah.
Not pretty at all.
Mm-hmm.
Mama got a wide load. It wasn't. It was a double wide.
Okay. That was it, basically. Yeah. So there you go. Well,
Also, by the way, I think I may have broke my neck looking at all the girls walking by.
Yeah. Don't ever take Brandon anywhere.
That's
the rule. Of
I
law.
like being a perv.
Okay. All right. I'm going to say something straight up here, as your friend. Okay. You need to get laid.
I'm sorry. I haven't gotten laid since my fiance broke with me. I'm sorry.
Yes, 2 years ago, you need to get laid. And don't give me the bullshit about work, all right? All right? Just don't pay for it, all right?
12 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Yeah, world's smallest violin, buddy. World's smallest violin. All right, so, best cosplay. Start off with that. So then go
Tifa.
bad.
Honestly, no. Before I finish, I saw an amazing Tifa Aris from Final Fantasy VII,
yeah.
Not the anime, not the Final Fantasy game, but actually
Avon Children, yeah.
It was honestly one of the best looking costumes of the whole entire time.
Yeah, I've seen enough of FF7 people to actually not pay attention to them anymore. So yeah, are you staring in for any particular reason, Brent? Just to see how long we've been going, or what? Okay, all right. Okay, my favorite cosplayers. I would go Metal Gear Joker. That was definitely pretty awesome. It was Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake wearing Joker makeup, so that was...
Dare we say Metal Gear awesome?
Yes, indeed. I would go with the Deadpool that was running around. Really, really nice Deadpool. He had the personality down, too. Whenever anybody took pictures of him, he'd scream, "Chimichangas!" which was, pretty fun. And let's see, who else? There was a movie Cyclops that looked pretty damn cool, and actually a whole group of X-Men cosplayers.
Astonishing X-Men cosplayers.
Yeah, with Elixir was in the group, and there was Beast,
Colossus, Nightcrawler.
Mm-hmm. The works, basically, and they were a lot of fun. Worst cosplayers, I'd say anybody who didn't put any effort into their costume. And there were a lot. I mean, I know that that's pretty broad, but again, going to enough anime conventions, there are some people that will take the time and effort to make a full costume. Like, if you're dressing as Cloud, you got this, the hair right and everything. You got the huge sword. There were people dressed as Ichigo from Bleach that had a small ass sword and the wrong hair. And that always pisses me the hell off.
Honestly, though, if I'm ever guest on like a Geek Speak episode, and you have a person who does cosplay or who knows cosplay, have me on, because it's really sad to go to some cons. Like, I go on 4chan, and I go to a lot of the CGL boards, and you see the work that goes into a lot of cosplay. I'm trying to work on a cosplay costume myself. I'm trying to be like I'm trying to work on a steel costume for myself. Yeah, and it's a lot of work, and it kind of is disheartening and saddening when you see a person who just look like
just
put 5 minutes.
Just throw it together.
Yeah. It really is. Honestly, it's like almost like a slap in the face because it says I did this much work and this much effort for it, and this person goes out for 5 seconds.
Right. Well, and the other guy that I would bring up, well, girl that is, that I would bring up as worst, Fat Sailor Jupiter, just no.
No,
Enough said.
the one we had lunch with, right?
Yeah. I mean, okay, and I know that you like the character Sailor Jupiter. That's fine and good. Don't dress up as a sailor scout if you look like a cow.
But thank God she had shorts underneath of it, though.
Thank God. All right, if it was just a skirt, that would be like killing me, man. But
I would have thrown up lunch.
yeah, and that's really all I can think of. And finally, I guess we'll wrap it up with a nice, simple question of favorite moment at the con. Brent.
Going to sleep tonight because I feel like shit.
Being able... Well, I can't say that because the interviews hasn't happened yet. I'll save mine until tomorrow, actually.
Okay, if we record tomorrow.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah, probably.
All right. And open back there.
Just say it, for the love of God, man.
Being able to look Christine Bottoms in the eye the whole entire interview.
I was going to ask if you did.
Yeah, they're up here, okay? They're up here. I'll be talking to Amanda Conner tomorrow. I'm sure I'll say the same thing about Power Girl. But yeah, my favorite moment of the con, definitely, and I mean definitely, the DC Nation panel. That was just fun. I mean, it was probably the most fun I've had at the DC Nation panel.
I really liked listening to you guys talk to, or when we talked to Dan DeDeal, when you interviewed him, and Brett and I stood there and interjected every once in a while. I'm glad I followed you guys because for a split second there, I thought about just wandering around. I was like, nah, you should probably just go.
Yeah.
This is Brent's first time actually meeting Dan DeDeal face to face, though, right?
First time seeing him in person. First time going to Dan DeDeal panel.
Yeah. Well,
see, I got to meet him in person. He shook my hand.
See, so. by now, and again, I know that this is only the second time I've seen you in person, Brent. But by now, I think I know what catches Brent's interest and what doesn't catch Brent's interest. Like when I'm standing there interviewing somebody, and I know that, like, okay, whatever, he's not going to stick around for more than like 4 minutes.
Well, I mean, you know, there's a line there, and there are people waiting in.
No,
frankly, just 5 people standing around is not something I want to do.
Yeah, and I don't expect you to, really, you know? I mean, and if tomorrow, if you feel up for it, and you want to maybe do one interview before you leave, that's fine. But we'll see. If not, then Brent will be gone, and we'll cry.
Yeah, I'm not giving you the mic for that.
All right, we're done for today. We might do a little bit tomorrow. Not sure. You said your favorite moment.
Just give a few 99-100. We're fair.
You said staring Christine Nori in the eyes. Bottoms, whatever. Christine Bottoms. I'm tired. Christine Bottoms in the eyes.
The other thing I was going to say is that when you're talking to Travis and Sean, you guys are talking about manga, Sentai, whatever. I'm like, okay, I see ya.
Yeah.
That happened a lot.
Going back to what Ian said about what catches Brent's eye, I think we realize, Brent's more of an art person. I think if you know your art. I'm more of a writer person, so I think going to a con like this, meeting a lot of artists and creators is really what Brent likes. Correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Sorry, I said it for you. Yeah. All right, so, yeah, I mean, that's really all I can think of about what to say on today's episode here. Probably going to just combine this with our thoughts for tomorrow, because our thoughts for tomorrow will be somewhat less a wrap-up, if anything. Yeah, so, anything other final thoughts, Brent?
See you later.
See you later. Sounds good to me. Hasta luego, people. I have no voice. Brent is leaving because I have no voice.
See ya. I'm sick. I have a test tomorrow. Get off my back, you monkey.
Damn it! Again with the monkey jokes. What the hell?
I was talking to Ian, not you.
I'm not a monkey. He's a monkey.
Well, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not racist at all.
So, how'd you enjoy Sunday?
Good so far. Get out of here early.
Yeah.
Get a 2-hour drive.
What'd your friend get a sketch of again?
Gambit. It's pretty good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that works. So, you're coming back next year?
I don't know. I plan to be at Super Show. Money prevailing, so.
Yay.
If it's not, then I'm not going to either. So, there you have it.
Wow, we've learned so much from you.
You heard it first on MTV News. I mean,
All right, well, Brent, nice seeing you in person again.
See you later.
Yep, and we'll talk to you on Skype again.
Again.
Next week.
I'm sure.
Monday. Okay.
Bye.
Bye. And once more, we're sponsored by Heroes Corner over at heroescorner.com. Give you the quick spiel one more time here. PKD Media presents number 1 is the book of the month for Heroes Corner. And why is that? Well, because you're getting a major savings this month from Heroes Corner. $7.25, retail $12.99. For PKD Media presents number 1. Plus, you're getting 4 free print sketches from Brent Schoonover as part of the deal. You're getting a free PKD Media audio soundtrack, and you're getting yourself a coupon for a free comic book on Heroes Corner for the month after that, and I believe there's another 2-month window, so you're going to get yourself 1 free comic on them. Definitely cannot pass this up for the price. Should be a hell of a lot of fun, and Sean Pryor, as you know from listening to Comic Timing, is one heck of a nice fella, so definitely go ahead and support him. And the Comic Timing picks of the month, once again, Batman in Barcelona, Dragon's Night number 1, which is 50% off, only $2. Spider-Man The Short Halloween, 50% off as well for $2. And Killapalooza number 1, 75% off, only 75 cents on Heroes Corner. And don't forget, CT Rocks is your promo code for an additional 5% off on your first order with Heroes Corner. Best damn customer service around, heroescorner.com. Well, this is going to be where the breaking point is for this episode, folks, as we're going to split it into 2 parts here. We'll have Brandon and my thoughts on day 3, as well as all the interviews that took place at MegaCon in the next episode. So make sure to tune in for that. The email address for Comic Timing is comictiming@gmail.com. Don't forget to check out the forums over at comicforums.com. Graciously hosted by the Comic Geek Speak guys over at comicgeekspeak.com. We're proud members of the Comics Podcast Network over at comicspodcast.com, and we of Comic Book Podcast over at comicbooknoise.com/we. Please send us your iTunes reviews and vote for us over at Podcast Alley. And that's all for now. So, like I said, part 2 or B or whatever I'm going to call it is going to be out hopefully sometime in this upcoming week. So stay tuned for that. And as always, there's always time for comics. All right, well, the email address for Comic Timing is comictiming@gmail.com.
Tomorrow, why you bother?
Because the email address for Comic Timing is comictiming@gmail.com. Don't forget to check out the forums at comicforums.com. Rachel knows for the Comic Geek Speak guys over comicspeak.com. Hi. What was that?
You know it's in the show notes.
Yeah, I know. Please, come on. Podcast Alley, vote for us. Yada yada. iTunes reviews.
Always time for comics. See ya.
Always time for comics. Bye.